Hey, how you doing? Fishmonger here. On the screen right now, what you're looking at is remote desktop view of my second mining rig that is pretty much brand new right now. I've got nothing in it other than one video card. It's just a GTX 1050 because I have all my other video cards coming in tomorrow. Actually, I've got four GTX 1060s on the way, plus another 1060 that I've got here. So it's going to be a 5 GTX 1060 rig. And then I've also got incoming a GTX 1080. It's coming in from Australia, so that's going to be a couple more days or weeks for delivery, but that'll probably be going into rig number 1, taking the place of one of the GTX 1060s. But I wanted to make this video because I wanted to go over a couple of things as far as mining goes that I know a lot of people are interested in. If you just want like a bare bones, real simple setup, or you just want to use your own personal computer, what's the easiest and fastest way to set it up to do mining? The roof right over our head, we'll share our same room. Oh crap, that didn't work. So on this screen right now, you see a list of just two things that you really only need if you just want to use your personal computer to set up to start mining. First one's Nicehash, very simple program. It works with all Nvidia GPUs. They have another one called Nicehash Legacy, which does work with AMD. It's a little bit trickier to set up, but in this video we'll just be looking at the Nicehash miner for Nvidia. And the second one is Coinbase, and Coinbase is basically a website that you can use to transfer the Bitcoin you've made from Nicehash and sell it, and then basically put those funds, which in this case would be US dollars, into either your bank or PayPal. Quote unquote PayPal, if it's working. I don't even know if it's working anymore. It used to work, then they broke it. It might be working now. I don't know. Expanding this list a little bit more, there are some optional things that you can put in there. For instance, MSI Afterburner. It's a very good program that you can use to tweak the settings of your GPU to hit the sweet spot when it comes to performance per watt. And that's important because you're burning a lot of energy, electricity. I was almost going to say calories. You're burning a lot of electricity with your GPU to mine. And burning a lot of electricity makes heat. And heat heats your room, and it's not a good thing. So the ultimate goal is to basically get the most amount of hash rate out of your graphics card as you can using the least amount of power. So Afterburner will help you tweak your GPU to find that sweet spot. Another one is GPU Z. And what that does is it monitors your graphics card and displays some information that MSI Afterburner can't display or doesn't show you. Mainly, it's if you're throttling based on power or based on voltage. So you can basically take a look at that and change some further settings, and maybe I'll go into that a little bit later to show you. And then another optional thing is some kind of remote desktop software. I use Chrome Remote Desktop. It works pretty well, and it's pretty simple. As you can see, I'm actually using it right now. And, you know, the nice thing is that you set it up, you know, download Chrome, you download Chrome Remote Desktop, you log in on all your miners with your Chrome address or your email address, whatever it is. And then basically you can just use one computer to log everything in back and forth. And I don't have my phone here, but I even have it installed on my phone. There's a little app where I can just pick it up, and then basically I can log into my miners right from my phone. I can kind of see everything remotely of what's going on. So it's a real nice little convenient thing to do, because I run all my miners without any keyboard or mouse or anything plugged in, or display even. They're just frames with graphics card and everything set up on them. So those are some optional components that you should definitely look into. So, coming back to the basics, we have Nicehash Miner 2. I'm going to go bring up a website right now. Website you want to go to up on the screen right now is nicehash.com. And I don't want to see the latest updates. No thank you, Nicehash. But what you want to do over here to sell, you want to click on download. And if you have Nvidia graphics cards, which a lot of people do, you want to download this right here, which is the Nicehash Miner 2.0. It looks just like this guy. Real nice GUI, real simple to use. I'll bring it up in a second. If you have AMD cards, though, unfortunately, this version does not support AMD. You actually have to use their legacy program, which is called Nicehash Miner Legacy, which is down here. You want to use this download link. But today we're going to be looking at Nicehash Miner just 2.0, which is for Nvidia. So I went and downloaded that and installed it. I'm going to bring that up. I wanna love and treat you right. I wanna love you. All right, when you first bring up Nicehash Miner, it's going to look just like this, because I haven't done anything to this software yet, logged in, done anything like that. It's going to ask you two things. Basically, you need to add a worker to Nicehash Miner, which essentially means what do you want to name this computer system that you're hooking up to it, and you need to add a wallet to it, which you get from the Nicehash Miner website. When you go to Nicehash Miner and you create an account with them, which is the one thing that you need to do also, go to nicehash.com and create an account. It'll use your email address for the account. So you're going to take that email address and you're going to enter that in as your wallet. As you can see here, it even asks you Nicehash username, which is your email. For me, it's wowfishmonger@yahoo.com. Enter that in, hit save. And then for worker, this is actually, I'm on mining rig 2. This is my second rig, so I'm going to hit save. So you can see we already filled in the wallet, we filled in the worker, two things are already done. After this, all you really need to do is hit start, and it's going to benchmark your video card to find out what is the fastest algorithm to use, and then use that to start mining Bitcoin, which it'll accumulate inside your Nicehash Miner wallet on the website. Now, if you want to look at the individual algorithms, click on hardware details here. And if you click on the little down arrow for each individual video card, it'll show you what algorithms it's running, which ones it's benchmarked. Some it doesn't, it skips if it has problems. And it'll tell you the approximate Bitcoin per day that you'll earn using that particular algorithm. Now, personally what I do is whenever I get a new video card, I let it run through and do the benchmarks on everything. I let it do a standard benchmark. There's three options: quick, standard, and precise. And standard usually works well enough, so I'll just use that. And, you know, it's a shame. I really wish I could just click this and just sort it by Bitcoin per day, but it doesn't allow you to do that, and I don't know why. It would be so really nice if it did. But as you notice here, there's a huge disparity between different algorithms and which ones earn the most amount of money. For instance, Pascal earns nothing compared to equihash, so I'm just going to disable that. The same with Decred, I'm going to disable that. The same with Sia. The same with Libri. I love these abbreviations. Blake didn't even run. I'm going to take that off. Where was I at? I was at 0.62 for equihash. Lira is actually a little bit higher at 6.5, so I'll leave that. Kikik was 0.0000, lots of zeros and a 7. He's down. Kryptonite was nowhere. Neo is pretty close to the 58. That's close to the 62 and the 65. So I'll leave that on, and then NIST5 is down there with the 46. And quite honestly, I've done a lot of work with Nvidia cards, and I've always noticed that there's three main algorithms that they work pretty good with: equihash, Lyra 2, and then NeoScript. So I'll usually, anytime I get a new video card, I'll just put those three on for the Nvidia and basically benchmark those. You'll probably find the same results too. It really depends on what card you run, though. Some of the Nvidia cards actually have faster clocked memory than others. Some have more CUDA processors than others. And they do affect how the algorithms work and basically the hashing rates and the bitcoins that you earn per day. So after you get all your video cards benchmarked, all you have to do is hit start. And Nicehash is basically going to take a look at the algorithms that your card ran, which one's the most profitable, and it's going to run that. And as you can see right now, according to Nicehash, I will be earning about 57 cents a day. Currently mining the Lyra 2 Rev 2 algorithm, which is up to 60 cents a day. I can see my retirement kicking in right now. Can you? Nope, never mind. No retirement. It just dropped down to 44. What are you going to do? Well, the reality of it is that since I am running the Chrome remote desktop on this, the video card itself, the only one that's in there right now, it's just a GTX 1050, is also working to display the video output to the computer that I'm logging in with. So when I actually close this screen, the speed will increase slightly because I'll be able to mine a little bit faster because it's not using the processes on the graphics card to actually display the remote desktop. Alright, I'm going to minimize this screen here, and we're going to take a look at not why a riser melted the cable to the power supply, although this is an interesting thread. We're going to look at Coinbase, which is the number 2 step here. So Coinbase, or the website coinbase.com, is real simple to set up an account with. All they need is your name, your address, your social security card number, the last 4 digits of your major credit card. They need a pint of your blood. They need to know your mother's maiden name. They need to know the first model of your car, your favorite No, they don't really need all that. Although they do need a lot of information, because Coinbase essentially is going to get approval and work with your banks to be able to handle funds back and forth. So don't be surprised if they do ask for some personal information. You're going to have to give that up if you want to use this. So it's as simple as just going to Coinbase.com, signing in for an account. In order to link it to your bank account, you're going to want to click on the button up here. It says Tools. And of course, when I say Tools, I really mean Settings. And don't mind all the random untitled paint windows all over the place. I'm just hiding my personal information because I don't feel like showing that to everybody. But after you click on Settings, there's a button called Linked Accounts. You want to click on that. And you can see here that I actually have 3 accounts linked right now. One of them is my bank, the other one's my PayPal account, and then a Visa credit card. So in order to set any one of these up, you just click on the button, blue, it says Link a New Account. Follow the on-screen prompts. When you do link a bank account, there's 2 options they give you. The first one I don't like, which is basically you provide them your online bank account login information, which would be like your username and password that you use to log on to your bank. I'm sorry, Coinbase. I don't trust you enough to be able to give you that information. But they do offer another ability, which is if you scroll all the way down after you link a new bank account, there's a button that says Other Options, I believe, or something similar to Other Options. And when you click on that, it follow the on-screen prompts. What it does is they'll deposit 2 small amounts into your checking account, because you give them your checking account or your savings account number or whatever account you want to give them. They'll deposit 2 small amounts into that account. Usually it takes a couple days for that to show up. You log in to your bank to find out what those 2 amounts are, and then you come back to Coinbase and you click on it to say, authorize the account. These are the 2 amounts of money that you put into the account. And then they'll verify it, and then voila, now your bank account's linked, and you could transfer funds back and forth from Coinbase, unless, of course, your bank is one of the banks that doesn't allow Coinbase to do that. In my particular case, TD Bank was one of them. They don't like Coinbase, so F you, TD Bank. So now that you've got Coinbase set up and you've got Nicehash set up, all you have to do is sit back, let Nicehash do all the work. When you click on your wallet here, you'll see how many funds you have available in your wallet. And depending on how many video cards you have running in your rig, or how hard they're working, or how good they are, it may take a while for you to accumulate enough money to be able to withdraw. Because according to Nicehash, if we click on withdraw, what you'll see is they currently have 2 options. One, we can withdraw to your own Bitcoin wallet, or you can withdraw directly to your Coinbase account. And of course it does say experimental, which means that it's probably going to stay like this for a while, and it's early access, and if anything goes wrong, they're not held liable, and all that good stuff that comes with experimental / early access stuff. You know who you are, PUBG. But the nice thing with the Coinbase account experimental withdrawals right now is that there is 0 fee, meaning you could transfer the money that you've hashed from Nicehash directly over to Coinbase without incurring a fee, because normally they do have a fee, which is 0.2%. The minimum right now, as you can see, is roughly the same for both of them, and believe me, it wasn't always like this. It was always a lot higher. However, since Bitcoin prices have come down, the processing fees have changed, so it's a little bit more in line now to where it kind of should be. However, they do require a minimum of 0.002 Bitcoin before you can withdraw from Nicehash to Coinbase. So as you can see, using the handy-dandy converter that I got up on the screen right now, the minimum withdrawal from Nicehash is 0.002 Bitcoin. That is about roughly $19.62, given the current price of Bitcoin, which is now dropped to about $9,800. It was like $10,500. I looked a couple hours ago. You gotta love crypto. So it's going to be about $20 roughly as of right now to be able to withdraw to make that happen. So if I was earning 57 or 60 cents a day roughly before, basically you're looking at about $15 a month. So it's going to be a little bit over a month in order for me on that one video card to accumulate enough to basically send over, looking over there, I don't know why, but to send over to Coinbase before I can then sell it. And then from there, once you have enough money saved up in your Coinbase account and you want to sell it and Bitcoin is to the moon, just click on the little buy and sell tab over here. Come on over to sell from your Bitcoin wallet, deposit to wherever it is you want to deposit to. In this case, it would be my bank account. However much you want to sell, there's going to be a slight fee for it. They take, I think, a minimum $1 fee plus a small payment processing fee. It's not really that much. However, you do want to try to avoid selling small amounts at a time if you can, because those fees do add up. So, you know, $50 would be like a good minimum amount to be able to accumulate before you sell. Otherwise, you're just chipping away too much at your profits. But that's pretty much it. Those are the basics as far as handling setting up Nicehash, setting up Coinbase, and then just using your computer and your GPU, start making some money.